Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Reaching Riches here. So today we are going to be covering the funds QDTE and XDTE. We're going to see how they did for the trade week of the 21st through the 27th. All right, and then one quick thing to note is how fast these things are growing. Uh, QDTE is sitting at 311 million AUM right now, or assets under management, which is crazy because what, like week and a half ago it was sitting at 200 mil. Now they're at 300, so that's crazy amount of growth right now. We are sitting at 7.46 million outstanding shares, so a lot of people are buying in right now. XDTE is sitting at 81 mil, so not nearly as large, but I think they went up 30 or 40 mil since I last saw it, about a week and a half ago, and they're sitting at 1.56 million shares. So this one growing, but not nearly as fast as QDTE. So let's go look at their distribution calendar here. So next distribution is going to be declared on September 4th. Or since they like to release a day early, so typically they'll release it on the day before in the after hours. So we're likely to see it on September 3rd. I typically see it after 5 p.m. Pacific time. All right, so let's go into their trades here. So let's go look at their long calls. So main changes here is they added to their second deep in the money call here. So went from 52 to 89 contracts, and then outstanding shares went from 5 mil to almost 7 mil. So crazy. So let's look here. Their first contract, 1669, is about $235 in the money, which puts a total profit of 1.4 million. On the second one, 1888, we're in the profit $44, or the difference, which equals to almost $400,000 here. Net would be 1.8 million in the profit, or at least this is just a in the money value. All right, or the intrinsic. Here on XDTE, no changes on their first contract, but they did add more to their second contract, so they're both at 63 contracts. Started a week with 1.1 million shares and ended it with 1.3 million shares, so slight growth there. Right, so on their strikes here, their 42069 is $138 in the money, which is a profit of 872,000, and their second strike of 520 is in the money, $39, or a profit of 246, and a net 1.1 million. All right, so let's go into their trades. So let's go here. Let's start revealing. So on the 21st, 113 contracts for QDTE, collected 347,000, and it's a win. So 19,840 was our strike. It closed below our strike at 19,824, so full profit day there, and that was 0.41% out the money. All right, so next, 125 contracts now, collected almost 400,000, and it's another win. So 19,990 was our strike. 19,491 was the close, and that was 0.4% out the money and another full profit day. So 2 for 2 so far. Let's go for the 23rd, which is 138 contracts, collected 486,000. And it's another win. So 19,800 was our strike, and it closed below our strike at 19,720. 0.66% out the money and full profit day. All right, so let's go look here. So on the 26th, 141 contracts, collected $510,000. and we had a strike of 19,770, and it closed below our strike at 19,516. So full profit day there. And the last one here is the 27th. So let's see how we did here. So 150 contracts, $558,000 in premium, and it's a loss. So we lost one day this week, or this trade week. So 19,530 was our strike, and it closed above our strike at 19,581. So cost of close was 772,000. So that means we took a loss of 214. And these were all roughly around the same out of the moneyness, about 0.4, except for this one, which I believe was probably a higher volatility day. And that puts us at a 67% win rate. And let's go see. This is current shares, 7.46 million. So let's see what we are making next week. 30 cents. All right, I'm good with that. They did 31 cents this week, so if they could level it out again at 30 cents, that'd be great. They did collect a total of 2.2 million, almost 2.3, so it makes sense that our dividend would be a little bit higher, because we did collect more premium than like last week or the week before. All right, so let's go into XDTE. All right, so XDTE here. This is the 21st. 104 contracts, collected 56,000, and it's a win. So 56.25 was our strike. Closed below our strike at 56.20. So full profit day. This was 0.39, almost 0.4% out the money. Next day here, 120 contracts, collected almost $90,000. Strike 56.50, and it's a win. As it closed below our strike at 55.70. They did play this one a little bit closer to open, which was 0.22% out the money, but it's a full profit day. All right, so 23rd, 120 contracts, collected $101,000. Wow, that's a good premium day, but looks like it's a loss. So 56.30 was our strike, and it closed way above our strike. Actually, no, sorry, I read that wrong. $4 above our strike, so not too bad. Cost of close was 55,000, and net we're still winning at 46,560 is what's left over after cost of close. So we still won this day, so it's good. Next day here, which is the 26th, 122 contracts. Collected almost $80,000, and it's a win. So 56.55 was our strike. It closed below our strike at 56.16, which is 0.27% out the money, and a full profit day. Sorry, I forgot to mention on the 23rd they did almost a 0.5% out the money, and we still lost. So this was probably a big volatility day where they decided they want to sell it further out the money. All right, so last day here. 126 contracts, collected 71,000, and it's a loss. So 56.20 was our strike, and 56.25 is where it closed at. So about $5 above our strike. We sold this one 0.31% out the money. Cost of close was 73,000. So we took a loss of 13,000, or sorry, not 13, $1,386. So not too bad. Overall, big win there. And these are current current outstanding shares, 1.5 million shares. We have a current win rate, 66, almost 67%. So about the same as QDTE. All right, so let's see what we are getting paid. So we are getting paid 1565 25 cents. So I think we're going to be seeing pretty much the same dividends as we saw this week. I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, this week we were paid what 26 cents on XDTE and 31 on QDTE, so these are pretty much around the same range. So that's what I would expect them to pay. Here, sorry, I didn't grab these numbers, so I'm gonna grab them real quick. Oops. Grab these. Sorry about that. I think I put them in the wrong one, so I'll just have to swap that. All right, so just move this. That's still messed up. Sorry. And that's not. All right, I'm gonna have to try this again. Sorry about that. Usually I would have this done, but forgot to fill this part out. Grab this one. Still. There we go. This formula was wrong. I thought I had these messed up and I was messing it up, but formula was wrong. All right, so let's pull this down and let's pull this one down. All right, so 31-cent dividend on QDTE is what we're looking at. That would put us at an annual percentage estimated yield of 38%. If they paid 40, just rounding it, I would be completely happy with this fund. And on XDTE, I'd be happy with right around here, 25 to 30% is where I'd be completely happy with. So let's look at our running profit loss. So on the short calls, we are actually up. So we took a huge loss last week, but we made that pretty much all back. So it wiped out pretty much this whole loss. So we are looking at $4.5 million in profits. Our long calls are sitting at 1.8 million, and that puts us at a total of 6.3 million in the profit. It's paid out a total of $7.25 as of this dividend, and the average dividend is sitting at 31 cents. Let's look at XDTE here. 25% estimated annual percentage yield based on this, on my estimate. And this one pretty much wiped out last week's losses, so we are pretty much a little bit positive on this, just going off of these two. Total profit loss, we are up 577,000. Long call sitting at 1.1 million, so total 1.6, almost 1.7 million in profits. Total dividends paid is $5.48. Average dividend of 24 cents. All right, so hopefully you guys like these dividends. 31, and we can round that to 26. 31, 26 cents again is what we can be looking at, so that is a solid dividend to me. I'm completely happy with that. All right, so let's go into the comparison. All right, so this is XDTE, XDTE, JPY, JPI, SPY, YMAX, YMAG, and FEPI. All right, so total return since XDTE's inception, which is March 7th, we are looking at who is the winner. XDTE's killing it. Yep. All right, so XDTE is at 10% total return for the year so far, or since it's been out. JPY is 5.22%. JPI is 5%. SPY is up 9.14, so we are beating our index or our underlying, so that's great. Beating it by a little over 1%, so that's really great. YMAX is down 1.29%. Oh man, I used to really love YMAX too, but they started adding a bunch of funds in there that I didn't really like, and it's extremely crypto heavy. So there's that too, which is brings that volatility in there. YMAG, which was the it was killing it for a while, it was above everything, and now XDT is beating YMAG. I did not see that one coming, but that makes sense since Nvidia did just take a dump today. I didn't really look into it, but I'm assuming they missed earnings. And then Fepi, um, this was definitely a favorite of people's for a while, and it's not really up that much. It's kind of the lowest performer here. Next, right next to YMAG. So I mean, it's a little bit. I mean, it's above YMAX, but still, it's second to last. All right, so let's go look at QDTE. So again, it's March 7th till today. And total return, so that's dividends reinvested. So QDT is sitting at 6.6%. QQQY is sitting at 3.87%. JEPQ is sitting at 4.16. QQQ is at 6.12. So that means we are beating our index. So that's great, our underlying. Then YMAX at the bottom there again. YMAG is doing better than all of these. And then FEPI second to last again. So QDT second best right here, right next to our underlying. So I mean, we are doing pretty good. I think as long as we're near our underlying, I'm fine. Give or take a percent. I'm not too hurt if we're not that far off. But YMAG, yeah, definitely beating us right now. But we'll see how long that lasts. See if Nvidia keeps dropping. I heard Tesla's falling too, but I haven't really looked into that. Just saw the headlines. But yeah, doing pretty well. I'm really happy with how these are performing. I know a lot of people have been buying in. There's been a lot of conversations happening around these funds, so it's really great. One thing to note: RDTE should be coming out. I don't have any official announcements, but based on like what everybody's been saying, and who is that? ETF Hearsay or Hearsay ETF, the dude on X. I think his projection was like 4 September or September 4th. So what is that? Next Wednesday? Which makes sense for them to release it on that day because that's when the new trade week starts. So makes a lot of sense for them to do that. All right. So let me know what you guys think about these dividends. Are you happy with 31 cents? Were you kind of hoping that at least QDTE would stay in that 40 to 50 cent range? I know I got a few comments of people wanting it to stay high. Personally, I want it to not be too high because I don't want to hurt NAV too much. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. 31 cents, and let's round that to 26 cents. All right. That's all I had. Catch you on the next one.